Welcome everybody to another episode of Growing Up Kayfabe. We are the YEET and NO YEET of podcast wrestling podcast, and we are also the Yes and No of wrestling podcast. I'm your host as always, Joe, and my co-host as always, Darnell.
Well, what does that mean?
It means exactly what it means. It's like chama.
You even said it wrong. How dare you?
Chama. There we go. Sorry.
That actually has a meaning.
Does it really? Because not according to Pereira.
It's okay.
Listen, right. I'm not stating these things. I'm just saying what Pereira says. Are you going to question him?
Yeah, a little bit.
You like to live
life.
What's
is going to happen is I'm going to get leg kicked, and I'll suffer for that leg kick.
The stare is enough where he's like, I can't. What's funny is he's just doing a deadpan stare, and but it just looks intimidating when he does it.
Well, yeah, because you see thousands of years of his ancestors right behind those eyes, all ready to beat your ass.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, oh my God. I'm hoping nobody has shown him the video of those guys vandalizing the Easter Island stones. Oh, Potato, like one solo tear drops from his eye. He's like, I have to go to Easter Island.
They're all dead already.
Fuck those guys who were spray painting those stones on Easter Island. That was crazy. A bunch of fucking dicks. Yeah, but even so, that's what they said when they're spray painting. They're just rocks. No, they have importance.
Somebody crazy. Like, what if someone spray painted your family? I'm like, well, that'd be weird.
That is a weird example. That is a weird.
You know somebody is going to say it.
You know the guy with the spray paint. He's like, "Come on, man. That's not even the same thing. Come on." Two totally different things. I digress, though. We are here to talk about the past week in wrestling and the moments that we found to be the most interesting, crazy, and fun to talk about from Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. Starting off with Raw, let's talk about it. Bring back "To Be Loved" by Papa Roach as the main thong. I'm struggling this morning. Bring the thong song as the main song for Raw. But for real though, jokes aside, when they switch over to Netflix, change the opening song. And I know they don't even do opening intros anymore. They just do the fucking now, forever, together shit. But, you know, they still play an opening song. Better than me. Better be nobody. Gonna be nobody. Better than me. I hate that shit. But it is catchy. I think that's SmackDown. I think that's what they play at the beginning of SmackDown. I honestly don't know.
I just never catch the beginning then.
Yeah, we're also usually talking over, and they're talking over it too because it's pointless. So just make it something else. I don't know. Anyway, I digest. Raw. Seth Rollins, Damian Priest segment together where they put the stipulations into the match. If Damian loses,
and I quit match.
Kind of, a little bit, right? And I quit without the heavy circumstances, you know? So, I mean, usually with circumstances like this, it's supposed to make the match like a little bit more obvious of who's going to win. But I don't think this does. But it leans a little bit more in that Seth is taking the L.
Yeah, probably. Which I wouldn't be against. Is like, cool, you're at least building your champion, not making him just kind of like a paperweight transitional champion like Drew. Because that's literally all Drew's been, apparently. It's just he gets the belt for like half a second, somebody cashes in on him, and it's like, Jesus Christ, man.
Poor Drew. The screw jobs in people's hometown are so real that even Reese knew. Like, she knows about it because I brought up we were talking about wrestling in Walmart. I brought up something about LA Knight, and I go, man's about to take that U.S. title off because I bought a bottle of Prime. And I go, man's about to take that U.S. title off Logan, though. That's all I know. And I go, and he better do it because it's in his home fucking state of Cleveland. And Reese goes, they like to make people lose in their home states, don't they? And I go, they do, Reese. It's a shame that you know that, but it is true.
I mean, wait. So LA Knight's from Cleveland too?
No, but Logan's from Cleveland.
I know Logan is. Yeah, okay. I was like, that'd be a little weird.
That would be a little weird. No, but yeah, I think it would only. I think Logan be game to lose in front of his home crowd. He doesn't need to win in front of Cleveland. He would gain literally nothing from winning in front of Cleveland. So
he doesn't even need that fucking belt.
No, he doesn't. But
he
yeah,
made the belt more useless than when what's his face had it.
Ray.
Nah, well, shit. I forgot Ray had.
Yeah.
Austin Theory.
Yeah, for sure. The best person to hold the U.S. title in the past probably like 5 or so years is John Cena. That's just an unfortunate fact. The John Cena Open Challenge.
Just open challenge. Anybody, if you're down, I beat your ass.
If you want some, come get some. Yeah, I think that the thing is that like everybody's saying that a Seth and Gunther program would be more entertaining than a Drew and Gunther program, and I'd have to agree. But that means that Drew's gonna that Damian is gonna have to drop it at fucking Money in the Bank. So, because I can't see them having Seth lose, then having Damian lose it to Gunther, and then somehow, some way having Seth just jump back into the title picture.
That shit's up in the air.
Yeah, for sure.
Either way, they'd all still be good matches.
Oh, 100%. Money in the Bank's looking real, real good this year. We'll talk about those qualifiers too in a little bit. But Drew calls CM Punk's dog ugly. Probably one of the meanest roasts I've heard on WWE TV in a while. How dare you?
I mean, the dog is pretty ugly.
I've seen the picture. That's an ugly dog. His dog looks like the fucking meme thing. Can I have a snack? No. Please. CM Punk's dog.
It's pretty.
Pretty
big.
You know for a fact CM Punk's at home, like he's sitting on the couch watching, and then he heard the dog, ugly dog joke. He went, dog is kind of ugly. I love you, nobody likes. I love you, but you are kind of ugly.
Bro's name is Larry. Like, how do you name a dog Larry?
That stupid ugly dog. Drew's on fire, man. Drew's unstoppable on the mic.
If only they would just, let him hold the fucking belt.
Just let the man hold on to the belt. He'll get it. It's going to be a big payoff for him, I think. But again, I regress to what I said the last episode, which is that, he's a guy who does not need the belt. There's certain guys who just don't need a belt to be over and to be like selling out arenas. Should I close my door real quick?
I'd agree, but all the shit they did for Clash of the Castle was just like, we're giving him the belt, and they're like, we're not giving him the belt.
Psych. And I think that has to do a little bit with the fact that they don't want. I don't think CM Punk should or could hold the belt really. So it's like, I don't think that they want to put him in any programs that involves like for the belt unless he's for sure going to lose.
I just like, hey bro, you're old. Yeah. You saw what you looked like in AEW when you had that belt. You were fat.
Yeah.
And weird.
And he's
ugly.
Dude, there's got to be some kind of like an ugly, like Larry. There's got to be some kind of like money incentive now because all these people, like, I don't know, back then it was painfully obvious that Vince was like either get in shape or you're out. And it seems more now like these guys are like loving it when they're in shape like this, right? And they love the way their body feels when they're like that. I think there's just a whole new different incentive. Like it's got to be money wise or just a simple fact of like pitching it to them differently. Like, look, we want you to be healthy. We think you could be better this way. We think you would like maybe love life a little bit better. Something, because these guys are doing it without question. So I think that CM Punk, same thing. Like he's clearly getting in shape and staying in shape. And at his age and the money he makes, I mean, his incentive would be either fucking listen to us or don't wrestle anywhere or wrestle in high school gyms, I guess would be his incentive.
I don't think there's any incentives. I think they just fucking finally realize they can't be just fucking off and shit without getting hurt all the damn time.
For sure.
Because the only person who's like outwardly said why they lost all their weight was Gunther. He's like, I figured I'd be on TV a lot more often so I'd look better. And it's just like, okay, that's reasonable.
Fair enough.
What a fucking guy over here.
Liv Morgan. She's on 3 parts of my notes for Raw. She was all over the show. She's proving her worth and like getting the TV time for what she's doing, and it's great. The whole segment with her, Ray, Selena, and Dom, amazing. They're all booing, and she's like, guys, let Daddy Dom speak. He's like, stop. Stop it.
That would have been better if he was like, thanks, but just shut up.
Just shut up, please. And yeah, for sure, I like them. I've talked about this in the past. I like when WWE points out something that they're being criticized for and uses it for story to make the match. Like saying that Liv has yet to defend the title except for against Becky in like a Raw match. Oh no, I think she fought her at the PLE in France, I think, or something. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was France.
She was even defending. That was her getting the belt.
Oh, that's right. It was King and Queen of the Ring. Yeah, and that was her getting the belt. Yeah, that's right. And I think she defended against Becky on that following Monday in a cage match, and she won,
which was super weird.
Yes. So she hasn't really wrestled nor defended the belt at all since then. So calling her out for that, using Selena to call her out for that, and we talked about it that day where it's like, this is great. Just put Selena back in the spotlight, but we're seeing now this is what they use Selena for. New woman champion, put Selena on her, and then make her look good, and then afterwards, that's it. Zelina go back to hanging out with LWO.
And it's because all the good women talent are over on SmackDown.
Yep.
They did that themselves.
And the thing is like they have shoehorned themselves with like obviously who they want as women's champion on Raw, right? Like on Friday, we know it's eventually going to be Nia, but after that, it could be anybody. You know, there's so much, like you said, there's so much good talent over there. It could literally be anybody, which is also a problem because then you end up with the issue of maybe passing the title around too much. But on Raw, it's like
we even got to do that. Just have a dominant champion. Everybody gets their ass beat.
Nia's exactly. The answer. Yeah.
He just murders everyone. The only real problem she's going to probably have is Jade.
Yeah.
Because Jade's the only person who's been able to just actually lift her the fuck up and toss her ass.
For sure.
Oh, snap. She did the thing.
I think on Monday Night Raw, they're like, yeah, we want Liv or Rhea. That's it. And like, okay, well, you guys have other talent over there. Like, we don't. All right, well, that's fine. You just don't want to give other talent a chance, and that's okay. Michin would be a great women's champion, just saying. So, whatever.
She's just too busy being a baddie over on NXT and helping specifically Jada Parker.
For sure. Her and Jada are so funny when they get in little spats. The Money in the Bank qualifiers so far, and from Monday, Lyra qualified on Monday and Gable qualified on Monday. I think those were the only two they had done on Monday. I didn't see any other. I'm
already sick of Lyra. It's like, hey, stop.
I knew this was going to get brought up too. I was like, I think we talked about it on that day too, where I was like, look at that, another push.
She's done enough already. She just got there. Meanwhile, everybody else ain't been doing shit that's come from NXT. Except for Carmelo. He's the only other person, and he barely does anything still.
Trying to see who's all qualified so far.
Which, honestly, it was hilarious for him to pin Randy of all people. Just on some rat shit.
That was fucking annoying, yeah. Him immediately bragging about it on fucking Friday was crazy. Yeah, see Jey Uso, Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, Chad Gable, LA Knight, and then we have to choose with the next match is Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, and Ilya Dragunov, which is probably gonna be Ilya. Drew's probably gonna get screwed out of this match too.
What a great UK fucking match right there.
Seriously. And then on the women's side, so far we got Io, Chelsea Green, Lyra Valkyria, Tiffany Stratton, Naomi, and then it's between Zoe Stark, Dakota Kai, and Ivy Nile. And they'll probably put Dakota Kai in there because Io's in there. But they
I feel like they gotta go Ivy. They need a fucking actual powerhouse. Like
True.
somebody who's gonna be able to lift people the fuck up.
I was gonna say Zoe for that reason. I was like, I think they should put Zoe in there because there's nobody in here that Zoe couldn't lift and fucking do some crazy shit to. She'd be able to toss all these bitches around. But that being said, I think that just looking at the who can qualify for the last spot and who's all in here for women's Money in the Bank, I mean, it's obviously Tiffany Stratton's going to be Miss Money in the Bank. That's so clear. And then she's going to cash in on Nia. Who do you think?
Nope. Chelsea.
I hope so. Doggy, it's the only other person I want besides... I want Tiffany to win. I think Tiffany's going to win. But if it was Chelsea Green, I'd be just as happy, if not happier.
It's gotta be her because she's the one person no one's going to take serious in there. And like how she got qualified, she's gonna do some rat shit where everybody else got fucked up. She's just gonna sneak up the ladder.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then of course we're gonna get to see a Money in the Bank spot where she's gonna get accidentally beat up by a bunch of ladders and accidental finisher moves, and then she's just gonna roll out of the ring, and then like you said, she's gonna come back in, sneak up that shit. Hell yeah. Whoops, lost my notes. Uncle Howdy therapy tape. Incredible. Yet another incredible vignette. There now people are saying, they're like, okay, so Bo Dallas is the sixth member in the sense that he's playing Uncle Howdy, and Bo Dallas will also be in the group. And I'm like, I don't think that's true, and I don't really want them to go that way.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, no, I'm like, I think just Uncle Howdy just happens to be a split character just like the Fiend. That's all. That's it. Sometimes people be looking way too deep into this shit. Is he the actual sixth member? I'm like, no. It's the spirit of Bray Wyatt, goddammit. Also just Alexa Bliss, because they're clearly going to bring Alexa Bliss into it. And then, sorry, Nikki Cross, you had your chance, but apparently they like Alexa Bliss more than you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. They're going to use you for scary things, and they're going to make Alexa Bliss the fucking mouth. Great. Who fucking Ray? But I digress because the Uncle Howdy tape was them breaking the fourth wall to talk about like if he feels like he's gonna like if he's what taking advantage of his brother's legacy and how he felt when his brother passed. And I'm like, hey, yo, what are we're getting deep here. Craziness. Beautiful cinema.
That shit was trash. No, I'm playing.
Darnell's like, no, I fell asleep during that part. You're fucking stupid.
No, honestly, I was probably about to tell y'all to shut the fuck up because y'all niggas was talking during it, and I'm like, oh great.
Who was talking? I wasn't talking during it. I was watching that.
You and Ian both over here giving call outs and shit to whatever y'all were playing. And I was just like, all right, I'm just not going to say anything on this.
What were we playing? I think we were playing.
I
was like, we don't play anything that gives us call outs. I'm trying to think. Tower defense.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Nah, this shit was tight. I actually think I missed some of it because I think I was like away from the computer when it started up. I think I don't really remember. Yeah, good shit. That just means on Mondays they're clearly going to do more. It's going to be a thing every Monday. It's going to be something. So excited to see what it'll be today. And then the show ends off with Judgment Day reclaiming tag team champions. Love is in the air, Darnell. Love is in the air. And that's why they became tag team champions.
Yeah, it ain't love. It's gonna be a nice, disgusting, nasty fucking split that's gonna happen. With the two of them being champs.
Yeah, for sure.
Damien, look at us. We got belts too, bitch.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, this is definitely going to cause some turmoil
my
tonight.
Nuggets.
Oh, yeah, I can already hear him saying some, like, sly shit, and Damien hears it, where they're like, oh, it's much better being tag teams with you, mate. Love it. Love it. And then, like, Damien's going to be like, really? Is that how you feel, Finn? Oh, buddy, no, we've just been friends for a long time. Okay. All right.
You know, I trained him, you know, now he's up here with me. And he got belts.
No. I see how it is. All right. It's fine. Yeah, God damn it, R-Truth. God damn it. The story of R-Truth and Miz is going to be that R-Truth like gave them goddamn bullshit tag team matches every week. And then they lost it eventually. Fuck.
I mean, fuck the Miz.
Fuck the Miz. He did look... I don't think you had said anything in the moment, but when they panned over to him and he looked genuinely upset, I thought you were going to be like, aha, fuck you.
I probably wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, they panned over to his. He looked so sad.
Yeah, I saw like later on. I think like later that night or the next day, I like watched a bunch of the backstage stuff and I was just like, he's sad.
He is sad. He's bummed. No more TV time for you, Miz. All backstage segments.
And I thought it was even funnier because I was like, people are gonna probably think this is really gonna like make them stop the tag team. He's like, no, they're not. Yeah. They both need each other a little too much.
They really do. They'll try to do a rematch, of course, and they'll, Truth. I talked to Adam Pearce. I got good news. Got us a tag team rematch. Hey, dog, that's great. Yeah, fuck you, Liv Morgan, for taking away my tag team champions. Love is in the air, Truth. It is. Love is in the air, dog. Them hugging on the side apron. And the Truth sold that fucking poppy spit into the air. Fucking good shit. Let's talk about Let's talk about buttered sausage a little bit. And let's talk about what it's doing. I don't like it. And then let's talk about NXT. Something I've been meaning to bring up about NXT for a while now because it has been off and on, but the last 2 weeks, just like all the shows, they're hitting a stride. Middle of the year means starts picking up in wrestling for the storylines, especially right now. And I don't know if you've seen or not the stick that William Regal's son is doing right now with the No Quarter Catch crew. It's my second favorite thing on NXT. One of my favorite things in wrestling. So they lost the
cup.
Yeah, they lost the Heritage Cup to the Don, and afterwards, like the very next week, he was in there with them, like the No Quarter, Regal's son was in there with No Quarter Catch crew guys, and he's like doing like weird like poses and stuff, and he's like talking to himself, and they're like, "What's up? What's going on with you, man?" And he brings up to them, he's like, "We lost to them because they're a team, they're a unit, and we need to be more like them. Capiche?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure, cool, man." And then he's like, "No, I said capiche." And they're like, "Do you want us to say capiche to you?" And he goes, "Say capiche." And they're like, "All right, man, I capiche, whatever, fucking okay." And then next week, he's got the fucking taxi driver jacket on. He's in the mirror and he's like, "You talking to me?" He's like pretending to be Italian and he's starting to give mob boss directions to them. And he's like, "Hey, Danny, go get so-and-so." And they're like, "Do you want me to go like now or something?" Like they don't realize what he's doing. And he's like, "I said go get," and he's just like losing his mind essentially. And he's like thinking that this is what he has to do to be a better like boss and a better leader for his team. It's so fucking good. It's so fucking funny to see him just do this shift and change. And it's not working for him, obviously. He keeps losing and they keep losing shit. But he's selling it. He's selling it real good.
He's forgettable. Like his dad.
Darnell? Darnell, don't break up this podcast. And the tag team split that day.
Legit, so, like, for me, like, when I think of William Regal, unfortunately, it's all the shit that was, like, in the early 2000s. So it's just him being a dickhead and pulling brass knuckles from his nuts.
Yeah.
And people out. Like, I did not like that, man.
It's funny because I think of his European Championship run, which was incredible. An amazing European Championship run. And he's also notoriously one of those dudes that would fuck you up in the ring, like, legitimately, to, like, be like, "Don't fucking test me in here, dude. I will fuck your day up." And I respect both those things about William Regal.
Put that in here.
The Don rules all. The Don, yet again, wins another fucking. They keep doing these allusions to the no quarter, to the not no quarter, but to the Heritage Cup that like they have like these stipulations that they're gonna exploit to win, and then the Don just wins like regularly, and I'm like, all right, well, you could just say that you're gonna win. You don't have to like whatever. But honestly,
he wants to be a good guy, but then when it comes down to it, he's gonna be dirty.
True, because it is a weird like
dirty
anti-hero babyface turn they're doing for him right now, where he's like, no low down shit, but also low down shit. And everybody's like, oh yeah, low down shit. Okay, now we can fuck with that. That's good guy stuff. He is my favorite thing on NXT. He's my favorite shtick on NXT. I love his character. I appreciate the dedication to the character, because most guys I feel like right now would have already fizzled out and started really phoning it in. He's full-blown mob boss, and I love it. And honestly, if there's somebody who needs to take the NXT title off of Trick so Trick can go up, it has to be the Don, in my opinion. That's just me. Or Oba.
I don't think they're gonna have him go up anytime soon.
Which is crazy. They're gonna lose the momentum on him. They're gonna lose the momentum. They just had Shawn Spears pin him on Tuesday, clean. That's insane. I don't know.
They didn't lose the belt.
So. No, but in wrestling statistics and in kayfabe, that is bad. That is not good. Well, obviously not to you, Darnell.
The match didn't even happen, bro. They went for the belt. Who gives a fuck?
It did happen, and what they're doing right now is they're doing like MMA math over there, which is a weird way to set up the match, because they're doing this whole was it Jamal Evans won the tournament, but Jamal got pinned by All Ego, and then Shawn Spears pinned Trick Williams, so they're doing this thing where like they all deserve a chance, so they're gonna do like a fatal 4-way for sure at their next PLE for Trick Williams. And I mean that, and to be real, like that's what it means. Like when they say like who cares? What does it mean for him to pin him clean? For what they're doing over on NXT right now, that's what it means. It means that now Shawn Spears is also in the title picture as well, aka Stan. What's her name? Stan. I just kicked Stan. Hilarious. Thank you, Shawn Spears.
A year later, you're still not doing anything.
He's still getting kicked.
Shit, more than 10 years.
Yeah. The only thing I have left to talk about NXT is that Lola needs to be the champ over Roxanne Perez. I think that the pop for Lola is bigger. I think that the fights for Lola are bigger. I think that people like Lola more. Her social media presence is bigger. She's got a bigger ass. She's hotter than Roxanne Perez. I believe her heel stuff and her babyface stuff more than I believe Roxanne Perez. It's Miami time.
All I heard was cocaine.
Cocaine. It's one hell of a drug. Cocaine's a hell.
That's all I heard just come out of your mouth.
That's
bringing
rude.
Up Miami like that.
And Lola Vice.
It's even in the name, Vice. Vice City. There you go.
Mark Norman over here. Vice City. Ah.
That dude's not funny.
Thank you.
Like.
Thank you. Thank you. You want to know how?
Every time I see shit from him, I'm just like, oh, okay.
You want to know when I realized he wasn't funny? These jokes exactly I just made. When I was listening to him on Joe Rogan's Experience, and every 7 seconds is him going, burn, victim, and you're like, dude, shut up, seriously. And then them telling stories like, dude, he's like that in public, and when we go to dinner and stuff like that, he does that all the time. I'm like, it sounds like I would hate to be around him. It sounds like it would really frustrate me.
Yeah, for real.
I'm tired of pretending to like some of these comics because they're funny. They're annoying. Period. AKA, Bert. How about that? We've talked about that before. Bert's the nicest guy. If you don't like Bert, you're the problem. No, I think Bert's the problem.
Oh my. Someone's speaking very formal to me, and I don't like that shit.
Yeah, no. SmackDown had yet again a banger episode. Back-to-back banger episodes for SmackDown. Crazy. And they open up big. Real big with the brawl between Cody, KO, and Randy. against the current 3 members of Bloodline that they were showing that day at that moment in time, and beat the dog shit out of them. And then for some reason, no explainable full-blown reason, kicks out AJ, Cody, and Randy and KO. Just that, like, you guys need to leave. Just you 3. You guys are a problem here. We're tired of your shit. We're tired of your weekly beatdowns on our show. Get out of here, Cody and Randy and KO. We're sick of it. And everybody was like, okay. The Bloodline gets to stay. The Bloodline gets those fine gentlemen back there. Have done nothing wrong today. Okay. Well, they kidnapped somebody. That's an old man behind them. They kidnapped him. No.
He was there on his own free will.
What is he? It doesn't look like it, does he?
He chose to stay up all night long.
Yeah, I saw some fucking tweet that was like the dumbest shit I've ever heard. They were like, oh, so it's okay for Paul Heyman to sleep deprive himself, but it's not okay for Jon Moxley to blade himself. I was like, Jon Moxley blades himself like 7 times a day. And sometimes for segments, Paul Heyman sleep deprives himself. Yes, that is okay comparatively. Comparatively, yes, that is better for, like, which one's better for your health? The sleep deprivation. I don't, like, what?
Nah, I would take cutting myself open over fucking sleep deprivation.
That's insane. You and this
person.
It was you who tweeted it. I knew it.
I've literally been awake since 3 a.m. I've had 1 hour of sleep. That was on my lunch 2 hours ago.
It sounds like
not okay.
It sounds like you're about to deliver a mean promo. It sounds like you're about to deliver one of the best performances of your life.
Yeah, by getting in my bed and just turning over with the mic on.
Bravo. Good shit. Peak. Told you he's at the top of his game when he's sleep deprived. Yeah, good way to start the show. If there's anything that I think that AEW does better than that does better than WWE in most wrestling shows, that WWE I think is taking note from them, is that AEW almost always, they try to at least start with some type of banger, some type of long 20-minute match, no commercial, or something like crazy happens. It's the best. You got to grab our attention right off the rip. You have to. It's that day and age right now. You have to fucking jiggle the keys and then talk a little bit and jiggle the keys some more, and then we're hooked for the show. All right, we're waiting for the extra set of keys to come through. Let me tell you what I did hate about SmackDown. That basketball segment. Fucking with LA Knight and Logan in them. Holy shit. People say they loved it. I'm like, fucking the guy from the Knicks fucked everything up. He fucked up every spot he was supposed to do. He didn't jump the barricade in time. He almost lost the chair. He almost fucked up his hand grabbing the chair. He didn't go up against the ropes in time. LA Knight had to tell him every single thing to do. The Pacers guy was on point. He was like, he caught all of his spots. And nobody really cared, because all that mattered was fuck the Pacers. That's all that mattered.
Yeah, I didn't understand what the hell was going on with that when it was like, even the clips I seen, I was just like, what's happening? Whatever. Yeah. And then I would scroll.
This is me thinking too deep into it, but I think personally that the NBA probably wouldn't have allowed them to do like a contact thing. Like, I feel like their contract would have not allowed them to do any type of bump or like pretend fighting with each other. So I think that's why it went that way, but it still sucked either way. It would have sucked one way or the other. Here's the thing. To me, from like a, not a huge basketball fan anymore, it's like, okay, I see the reason to do it. You're in Madison Square Garden, yada, yada. The Pacers fucked over the Knicks in Game 7, etc. But it's just for the crowd. Like, it didn't matter how that spot went. The crowd was losing their mind. They loved it. Good for them. I
just would have told them niggas, hey, the season over. We ain't playing again till like fucking November, bro. We'll be all right.
I go kind of off topic, but I really cannot get inside the mindset of a basketball player who's angry about losing the game. I get wanting to win. That part I understand, like especially wanting to win a championship or something, a lot of hard work goes into it, but you get paid millions of fucking dollars to play a game. It's a game. It is a game. It's a sport. It's also a game. So, like, to have actual beef over something like that would blow my fucking mind. I don't understand it at all. I'm like, you guys play it. It's like having beef because you lose to somebody in Call of Duty. I'm like, it's a game. You guys got beef over this right now? For real, for real? Come on.
It's beef because it's money.
Yeah, but they get paid the same amount of money. I mean, contracts differ for sure, but contracts differ for sure. But what I mean is they both get paid hundreds of thousands to, if not millions. And yes, does it help the team? And do they get paid more if they win championships? 100%. That is how that works, no doubt. The corporate.
Did you play sports growing up?
I did, yeah.
You just weren't in it. You just weren't in it to win it.
Like I said, I
weren't willing to beat somebody's ass over something.
Not for that type of shit. And MMA, sure.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I understand wanting to win. I was again even less of like I was into and watched sports more than I played them for teams growing up. So I understand fully wanting my team to win and wanting so desperately for my team to win the championship or whatever it may be or win a game. But when they lost, I was like, damn, oh well, I'm gonna go play Team Fortress 2 now or something like that. Like they got paid millions of dollars to do that, and I got paid nothing to watch them lose or win. I lost either way. I fucking no way. No, it doesn't faze me. I would like for the people to win. You know, it doesn't seem that way with how much I hate when wrestlers or fighters lose or whatever, but you know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, I just don't get it. It was all. I just didn't think the segment was needed, but it worked for them. The New York fans loved that shit. They were all over it. Respect. It was also a weird thing because like I'm not like a main team fan to like anybody in basketball right now. So I do like the Knicks and I also like the Pacers because my adopted family is from Indiana and they all love the Pacers. And I love a lot of players that came from Indiana. And I'm like, it was rough. I was like, I don't know. I like both you guys. So I also love the Knicks. I grew up from a heavy like New York loving family and then got adopted into an Indiana family. Also, I'm a Florida man.
Wait. What was the first team?
New York. My father was from New York, so he loved the Knicks, Yankees, and fucking Knicks, Yankees, and Giants.
Because I went complete opposite. Everyone's from Chicago. I was like, nope, I like the Saints. Fuck you.
Hell yeah. Fuck them Bears.
Where the hell did you get the Saints from? And I'm like, quarterback, you know, Drew Brees, he's real good.
Drew Brees is really good.
Fucked up, and they drafted Reggie Bush. There we go.
My father loved the Giants, and I was like, I like this Eli Manning guy. It all works. It all works for me. Oh man. And
Fuck Eli Manning. I'll come in those blank ass stairs. And then also throwing all the interceptions. But then when it came to Tom Brady, suddenly this nigga was Peyton.
He was on, bro. He was on when Tom Brady came in. Tom Brady came in the same stadium as the Mannings, and he was like, "Fuck, man, what's happening in here? Why do I feel this way?" Mannings are coming to get you. They're staring you down with that autism. They're like, "It's good to meet you, brother. We're gonna have a great game today." And they're like, he's like, "Why aren't you not intimidated in the slightest? I'm the best quarterback of all time." And he's like, "Dude, we're gonna have such a great game. I can't wait to play you, brother. All right, see you out there." No interceptions, all touchdowns.
Just straight bullshit.
At one point in time, Eli Manning had Strahan, Plexico Burress, fucking that running back that was an absolute beast. He was like Johnson, forget his name. They had God, I cannot remember that team, the double championship team. They had nothing but all-stars on that team. And the second Eli lost all of them, he was like, "I'm cooked. I'm fucking done. Nothing they can do." They're like, "We got you some new talent." His name is Odell Beckham Jr. And then Odell Beckham Jr. left. He's like, I'm cooked. Fuck it.
I hate this job.
Back to the wrestling though. I have two things that I want to bring up, but we're gonna end the SmackDown segment by talking about the Bloodline. The Bloodline is yet again the best story. It continues to be the best story going on in wrestling, and it will go down as the greatest storyline in wrestling history, undoubtedly. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, that's just not going to go on as long as everybody thinks. They think it's going to be like another generation of these motherfuckers coming in because of Jacob. And it's like, nah.
No.
Jacob has all girls.
The women bloodline story.
Yeah, they're gonna take over the women's division pretty much. And it's gonna start all over again.
No, yeah, I think it ends like this year or next year, like whenever they do the Bloodline Civil War, and then Roman versus The Rock and shit like that, and that'll pretty much end it all for sure. And then they'll just be doing single stuff. Call it a day. Remember that time we were in the Bloodline? That was crazy. Remember that time
I don't even like hearing The Rock's name anymore, period, involved with all this shit. This is a dude, you don't deserve to be here.
You must mean, you probably know him as the final boss.
And I'll never call him that, ever. Just chill old ass down somewhere, bro.
You know what's annoying is that there's my mom and Jacob, they love it. They can't get enough of the final boss. And I'm like, fucking... I give credit where credit's due, and it was smart for him to like make this character and go full-blown heel. But you're still a piece of shit. You're doing it because you had to.
Shouldn't have been there.
You know me, I'm an emotional guy, and yes, I was crying tears of joy when Paul Heyman said, "I acknowledge that you are not my tribal chief." Biggest pop all this year. Big, huge pop. The crowd was like, "Let's go! You're not my tribal. You are not my president. I do not recognize you." But that segment of them all recognizing Solo was good, real good. Everybody hit their lines perfectly. Even I was watching some dudes watch it on TikTok, and like I saw at least two guys be like, "Are they gonna let Tama Tonga fucking, or was it Tongaloa? Are they gonna let him talk?" And then like, Solo. And I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I don't hate it. Whatever he's doing, I acknowledge you. Like, all right. Badass, dude.
There goes my day. But, yeah, I'm glad they're letting everybody fucking talk finally. Because everybody just being a goddamn silent savage who does nothing but scream is like, they are so much more than that. Don't do that to them, please.
Who was it when they did that match on, I think it was like a week ago, fucking, was it Randy? I think it was KO. They did a move, and then he got up in like Tama Tonga's face and started going, yeah. He fucking started making fun of him for it, or I think it might have been like a house show they did it to him at. It's so fucking funny to tease him for that. Because you know that everybody's gonna make fun of that. They're like, remember when they brought you in and you were going, yeah, ha, 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 yeah. And you'd be like, yes, I remember that. Weird, huh?
That was what's his name? That was Montez.
Oh yeah, Montez made fun of him for doing it. Yeah, that's right. So funny. Yeah, I very much, they're selling this soap opera properly for somebody like me, where I was like Reese was like full blown headset in. I was like watching over here. It was late night. I had to get up early the next day, and I was sitting there, and I wasn't reacting at all. I was dead tired, and I was just sitting there. And the second that he fucking hit him with that they hit Paul with the Samoan spike, I got up like this. I was watching like this. I was like, no. And then they got up to that rope, and I was like, no, they can't do this. Reese started like watching it because she was like, what's happening? I was like, and then the second they hit him, I was like, that's an old man. You don't do that to him. He's 58 years old. God damn it. And then they shield power bombed him through a table, Darnell. He's an old man.
So is Ric Flair.
Fuck Ric Flair, that old ass bitch. He should take several power bombs.
Undertaker, Hulk Hogan, even though he barely takes bumps, he cries about everything.
Man, Hulk Hogan would cry about a fucking wrist lock. Man, fuck Hulk Hogan. Wrist lock was too tight, brother. I don't like you being stiff on me like that. What?
Who else is somebody fucking old as shit? Who's still fuck, what's his name? The dude with the fucking guitars. He's in AEW now.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I always want to say DDP, but it's not DDP. What's his name?
I feel like his name's like fucking Jarrett or something.
Yeah, Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett. There we go. Yeah, fucking Jeff Jarrett. Old as shit, still wrestling.
Old.
It's like, hey, bro, can you stop, please?
Yeah. The sells on Friday were incredible, and Solo, he's good, man. He's so good at character work. He's so good at his character currently. You know, after power bombing him and, you know, yelling shit like, I wasn't good enough for you. I loved you. I tried. I did everything for you. Like, that's Roman shit. First of all, Roman yells like that at people, and that's why he's kind of, but I mean, like, he's 100% making, he's not just like picking things that Roman would say. He's yelling exactly how his character should feel about Paul not accepting him. And it's crazy because, like, that just, like, thinking too deeply about it, but, like, in the mindset of that character, like, him screaming that and us all knowing 100%, like, dude, you were horrible to him, but Solo actually thinking, like, no, I was good to him. I was amazing to him, and he didn't accept me. He doesn't love me. And it's like, ooh, deep. Got me hooked in. I just wanted to say that WWE, even if it's true that Dijak was the leak, they don't deserve Dijak. And a couple people they don't deserve, being Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. They don't deserve them, period. They just don't. They're just using Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin for, like, segments to fuck with Carmelo Hayes. Dijak's gone. Just, you know, you just don't deserve them, and that's fine. You know, Ricochet, Dijak, I think Baron Corbin, Apollo Crews, I think everybody should go to AEW. But even then, AEW is not even giving TV time properly to people anymore, so who knows?
They don't even need that. They can just do what fucking Matt Cardone's doing. Just do all the indie shit. Just go around and just fucking wrestle. Don't worry about a big company name or anything like that.
It is seeming that, especially if you have a lot of tenure in some type of wrestling, that, like, Matt Hardy and them saying, like, well, we wrestle in TNA, but TNA lets them wrestle anywhere they want. So it's like Matt Hardy's like, I just want to wrestle wherever I want. So it's like, just do that. Fuck it. It's just unfortunate, and, you know, like we've talked about it before, that some of these guys are probably okay with the money and the TV time that they are getting. But if they're not, then they should know that their fans don't like this. We're not a fan of you guys being used for backstage segments, and not a fan of completely ripping Dijak of the amazing fucking push he had in NXT just to literally get rid of him. That was crazy. Blew my mind. Unfair.
I would say doing backstage stuff. Take it like Booker did, where when he did all those backstage segments with Goldust. He's like, oh, when you gotta wrestle? Hey, we just gotta come back here, do some dumb shit, get paid, and go home.
Right.
For it.
Hell yeah. And that's how I would think too. Like, if I was a wrestler and that was like my shit, I'd be like, dude, fuck yeah, I'm not taking any bumps today. Let's go. And I'm gonna get paid because I'm on TV. Whoop whoop. But I don't know, I have a feeling that a lot of these wrestlers don't have that mentality. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, maybe for Baron, because since he fucking played football and shit, so, like, he's used to working all the damn time.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Paulo was just like, bro, they really ain't been doing shit with you since the pandemic was literally for all the people who were coming up to carry the company while there were no audiences and shit. The second they got audiences, you don't see any of those people anymore.
Right.
It's fucking funny. It's like, damn, bro. Vince said, fuck y'all.
Back to the line.
Triple H was just like,
I'll get back to you guys, and I'm out. I mean, for Apollo Crews, to be fair to him, he has been getting more TV time. I'll give him that, and that's nice to do for him, at least. You know, he was just getting speed time, but now he's getting a lot of, like, appearances on Friday, I think, or yeah, he's getting appearances on one of the main shows. Even NXT, I think he was on all 3 shows this week. I think he was on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, if I'm not mistaken.
That'd be unfortunate.
Why?
Like, I'd be tired.
Oh, okay.
All them damn flights.
I thought you were gonna be like, that happens a lot, and that usually means they're gonna get rid of somebody. I was like, what? No. All right. That's everything I had. Anything that you wanted to talk about from this week?
Everyone sucks. Do your fucking job. Be better. Be like Jacob. Be like Jacob. Just loud and destructive. That's all you got to do.
Cause some problems. Cause some ruckus.
Put old men in the hospital.
All right, we're into the show. You know what? We'll be right back.
Yo, shout out to him though for giving him like the most like baby fucking head dive ever.
For sure, yes.
Bro did not touch him.
No, I thought that he was gonna do the splash, and I was like, "Oh, Paul's dead. Like he's gonna die from this." And at least from the table, a bump, loosen table, get him right in the right spot. Paul probably took like little to any damage at all, but still, scary.
Yeah, he was fine.
He fine.
He even took the power bomb fine. Like he didn't land any like type of weird way or anything, because he landed like on his back, like damn near flat, like head up.
Right.
Like his head didn't bounce off the table or anything.
No. Yeah.
At first I thought like the way he like was going down, like the projection, I was like his head's hitting the floor.
That's what I was thinking.
And then it didn't, and I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. He rolled with it too, so it took little to any damage. What a pro. What a 58-year-old pro. I'm excited for this week, and thank you guys for watching. As always, please comment down below what you think about this passing week in wrestling, what you think about the upcoming week in wrestling, and please follow our social medias, which are in the show notes down below and right below us right now. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace. Money in the Bank this Saturday. Yeet.